Hey, does anybody need help with an under cabinet range hood? I've got a COSMO COS-QS75 here, and I decided to put this. I had an under cabinet microwave, and my wife decided she wanted this, so I wanted to do a video on this, and this is me opening it up, trying to see what we have in here. I'm going to try to make this as short and sweet as I can. So I've got my vent here. So everything comes with this. I got this at Home Depot. These are the instructions and template. Well, technically the template. So we got this. I wanted to take a look at it, see what we're getting into. And we start pulling out all the stuff for whatever. Here's the ring for, or the clamp for the duct, and some extra screws and the instructions. Put these over here and get the instructions and screws out. These are the grills that go underneath of it for the air filter. Man, why didn't any of y'all tell me that I was starting to lose my hair in the back there? Or it's shaved too short. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Alright, let's get this beast out of here. Put this on the floor so we can see what we got going on, and so y'all can see what I've got. So as we're doing this, I do want to give you the measurements for this. So it says it's a 30-inch duct under cabinet vent hood or range hood, but I want to let you know that the actual measurements for the width of it is 29.5 inches, and you got the height of it is 10 inches from the top to the bottom. The depth of where it's going underneath the cabinet is going to be 12 inches, and the full depth of it is 22 inches. Didn't know if that might help y'all. So it looks like everything's there, kind of tilting it over. And we're going to put this on the floor so I don't mess up my floor and I don't mess up the hood vent. Alright, so these are the templates. I'm kind of like looking to see how I did on cutting the holes up there, because I did cut the holes before I opened this up. I knew what the vent size was by looking at the specs on the Home Depot site. So I went ahead and just cut that. Now you will have to get the outside vent, the thing that's going outside, you're going to need to buy that separate. That did not come with this. I want to say they range from $30 up to I think $70. So this is the back wall. I'm getting everything prepped and marking the center right now, which it does have a center line on that template, so just line it up. And just know that when you're cutting into the wall in this cabinet, I used a sawzall. I started using a jigsaw, but there were some points I wasn't able to get into, but you also have to watch out for any studs in the wall. So you might want to mark that as you're going. So now I'm marking the holes for the back side of it, so when I put those anchors in, I can just prop it up there. Alright, so now I'm doing the top portion of it. You're going to have some points where the screws are going to go in, but I'm checking to make sure all my layouts good to go, where my electrical cable is going to go through and my vent. And then I'm showing y'all what the back side and the top look like for the holes that we're trying to get into there. And we're going to install the vent. I hope y'all can hear me. I am in my new room and I'm trying to get the audio correct without too much reverb. So here we go, putting the vent on top of here, and then after I get that set up, I'm getting the tape outside right now for the damper that's inside of it. So I'm taking the tape off of that. By the way, this is a good point to say, if any of this is helping you, or any of my videos on my platform or this channel is helping you, please subscribe. I appreciate the 908 subscribers I have. We are almost at 1,000. So here I'm trying to give you the gist of what the instruction manual is showing on dimensions. I did mention those at the beginning of the video if you kind of jumped ahead. And this is about the time that all my kids came in the house and started driving me nuts, which is why I'm doing a voiceover right now. Alright, so here's some of the stuff on the insulation. Hopefully you can read that. I try to get it close to the camera. Now I'm drilling the holes. I believe they were 5/16" holes. Could be wrong. It does tell you in the manual. Now I will say, I ended up putting these holes in, and I realized that the mark that I used for the template was wrong. There was another line, so when I did it the bottom lip of my cabinet, not thinking, just trying to hurry up and get it done. Well, it actually needed to go up to where the bottom of the actual cabinet is. So then I'm putting in the screw stuff and everything, the hollow wall anchors, there we go. Now if you have studs in the wall where you're building it out in the first place, you don't need to actually use it. You can probably use wood screws if you put your studs in the right spot, which would definitely hold it a whole lot better. So now I'm putting the thing that was on the floor protecting, I'm putting on my range so I can lift up and put this so it's a little closer for me to try to get this beast up. I don't know exactly how much it weighs, but it's awkward. So I end up trying to get everything prepped. I put the extension or the cord for it up through the hole that I'm trying to do. And this is where I attempted to do it myself and realized real quick after about 20 to 30 minutes of me attempting this that there is no way I can do it by myself. So I had to wait for my wife to get home, help me. I'm explaining what I have to do to her, do to this so we can get it up. And I had to get a light because it's hard to see inside of there trying to get everything lined up. So she's here to help me out, and after she was there to help me out, it wasn't too horrible. We had to readjust a couple times, but we made it work. Got it up there. Now, as I was saying, it will come helpful if you have someone to help you. Now, you could probably build something to probably prop it up, or if you didn't have a range, your oven or whatever in the way, probably wouldn't be so bad, but how it was awkward me trying to hold that far out and push up at the same time was difficult. So here I'm getting the back screws tightened up so I can get ready to start messing with the top screws. And it is tough getting in there to tighten them up because the fans that are inside there, it doesn't give you much room, I will say that. So I had to get an extension bit to kind of get further back for the ones on the top. The ones on the bottom were fine to be able to get to. I used my drill, wasn't an issue. So I know right now in the time that I'm doing this, which is October 27th, I got this a while back. They're actually on sale, these hood range vents, for about 290 bucks. They have this model, and which is I think 275 CFMs, and I think they had a 900 CFM. I figured this one would probably be the best thing because every time we make bacon on the cast iron, it gets so smoky in the house, and we have to open up every window. And when it was winter time, it gets pretty cold. So we just kind of went ahead and did what we had to do with getting this in there. And we did use a microwave a whole bunch, so I ended up getting for right now, a countertop microwave. Alright, so the issue that I'm having here was I couldn't get it pushed up high enough to be able to get everything to work properly. So again, this is my first time installing one of these, and you kind of learn as you go through it, and that's kind of why I'm here, try to let y'all know that you're probably gonna need a bunch of force to get it all the way up if the anchors are off just by a little bit. And I didn't want to screw it up, and I kept trying to get it lined up, and even though I had the template or whatever, it was still tweaked just a tad bit. I guess when I went to drill the holes, the drill bit walked a little bit, I'm not sure. But we were finally able to get the one side done. And as you can see me, I'm trying to push it some more. And I'm sure people do this every day and it's easy peasy. But I cut the outside of the house, I put the vent in there. That's the extra piece that you have to get right there. Make sure you caulk around the whole thing, and this is when it's installed. And after all the hard work, it was awesome. I spray foamed around everything and inside wherever I could. I did use tape for the duct to make sure it was good, and that's kind of how it is. I hope this video for the most part helped out, and I hope you watch some more videos and subscribe, like please. If you have any comments, I will do my best to answer them down below, but I greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day. Talk to y'all later.